Good morning again. It is Wednesday, April 1st. It's Wacky Wednesday and April Fool's Day, but I'm not going to do any April Fool's jokes on you today. If you want to look at your assignment sheet for today, we're going to go on to day 3 in the work from home packet. We're going to continue with whatever you're reading. If you're liking Raz Kids, Epic, your chapter books, whatever you want to continue with. In math, we're going to go back to our math worksheets, chapter 13, lesson 3. For Mrs. Hotchkiss, she's asking that you practice mindfulness by doing the 5-finger breathing. Trace the fingers on your hand while you're breathing. And then it looks like Mrs. Zerke's asking you to put on a song and keep the beat, either by tapping your toes, nodding your head, or patting your lap. So, the first thing in our work from home packet is again to choose a book, read at least 15 minutes, and then complete the day 3 portion of this. And so I'm going to do it with, again, the Cat in the Hat. And today it's asking us to put things in order. Sequential order means what happened first, next. You can number it 1, 2, 3, 4. How did it happen in the story? So to practice, I'm just going to put down Cat in the Hat again by Dr. Seuss. And I put 3 things in these 3 in the correct order here. Mother left the house first, and then the fish warned the children not to let that cat in the house. And thing 1 and thing 2 made a terrible mess. So that's what I'd like you to do with your reading today. List 3 things in the order that they happened in your reading, and then take a picture of it. Grammar today is talking about pronouns. Pronouns now are the little words that take the place of a noun. So they're listed here in this picture: them or they, he or him, she, her, it, we, or us. Okay, so you have a list of 8 words with a little arrow next to it, and you're supposed to replace the noun with a pronoun that would make sense by replacing it. So I put some examples here. I could say Mrs. Owens teaches 4th grade. I could replace Mrs. Owens with she. She teaches 4th grade. Mr. Bamrick is our Phi-Ed teacher. I could replace the noun with he. He is the Phi-Ed teacher. A bobcat is our school symbol. It is our symbol. So pronouns take the place of nouns. So all you need to do is find the pronouns, leave this picture up so you can see what some of your choices are and fill that in. Now, writing today is the day you get to take all of your planning and turn it into a paragraph. It is the very, very back page of your packet, day 3, write. So I want you to remember to indent your first line, write incomplete sentences, include your introduction, details, and conclusion, double check your spelling, use good describing words. So remember all of these things as you're writing, and I'm going to give you an example. Here's my beginning of my paragraph. I indented, do you see that? And then here's my topic sentence. I love many things about my home. Now I'm going to use my details in complete sentences. I now have a sewing room, virtual classroom. I can write lessons and also sew on different projects in the same room. I love the light that comes in through my family room windows. Even when it is cold outside, I still feel the sun's warmth coming through the windows. So that's just the beginning. I need to include the rest of my details and my conclusion. So good luck. Keep this up as your checklist as you're writing today. Math today, again, you're going to start with the math warm-up. It's a story problem with some addition problems, and just do that right in your work from home packet. You do not need to copy that and show it to me. But then I want you to turn to your math worksheets. Again, we're going to go to Chapter 13, Lesson 3, and yes, I know we skipped Lesson 2. We're just going to skip it. If you want to do it for fun, go ahead. Turn to pages 839 to 844 in your math sheets, and our lesson today is on area, and start on page 839. And you can see at the top of the page it says, a square with a side length of 1 unit is called a unit square. A unit square has 1 square unit of area and can be used to measure area. So how many of these units, square units, are covering a surface? That's what you're finding when you're looking for area. And they cover the whole figure without overlapping. So here you can see I have 1 square unit. And when it's colored in like this, it is a square unit, and that's what you use to measure the area of a shape. Okay, let's take a look at this from your worksheet. It says, draw each rectangle on a piece of grid paper. If you have grid paper, great. And if you don't, just take a look at it in the table here. Count the number of square units that cover the length. So you're going to look at how many, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the length, and how many the width, 1. And you're going to write that into the table. And you do that with each of the shapes. So why don't you stop the tape right now, stop the video right now, and I'll give you time to count. Okay, this is what you should have gotten. You want to check your work. Now, how are we going to find the area? We can do one thing. We can just count all of the squares in the shape. So looking at this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the area would be 8 square units. But that doesn't work for every shape. So we need to come up with some kind of a formula that will help us. And if you remember from science when we did this, what you need to do is take the length times the width, and that will give you the area. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. You can count it and you'll still come up with the same thing. 5 times 3 is 15. What else could we do besides counting all the squares? We can multiply the length times the width. So on page 840, it shows this table, and it asks you to measure these three objects with a centimeter, something that measures in centimeters. And you might not have sticky notes, crayon boxes. I know you probably have a book at home. So you can measure any 3 objects, and you may measure with inches if you don't have a centimeter ruler, or you can make up your own unit of measure. For example, how many paper clips long and wide are each of your objects? And then to find the area, use the formula, area equals length times width. Now you can practice with any items on pages 841 to 842. Your assignment is pages 843 to 844. Please do problems 1 through 7. Take a picture of your work and post it on Seesaw. Now, if you're having difficulty or just would like to see another Tim and Moby video, BrainPop Jr. has a video finding area. So go to BrainPop Jr., search for area, and you can watch that to help you with your area. And if you have any trouble with getting on, just let me know. Social studies today is, again, watch the same video. I know, is it getting tiring watching the same video? But today, it asks to define the word immigrant. What is an immigrant? Write that down. And then take the easy quiz. They're kind of fun to do. And then finally, just for fun, today is make your own lunch. Make sure you have permission from your parents to do this. And what did you make? That's the lesson for Wacky Wednesday. Make it a wacky day. So I'll see you tomorrow for Sports Day. I'm excited to see what you're wearing for your sports teams. Bet Alex has something to do with football, right? Remember, if you need to contact me, email me, or you can use the number that I have on the screen to either call or text. Have a good day.